Hi everybody, this is my presentation on the game that I had to make, which is in our Words Their Way book. You might want to have this handy. The one that I did was on page 233, Word Study Pursuit. This is word study for transitional learners in the within word pattern stage. Not gonna lie, this is pretty complex to put together, but once you have it put together, you can interchange the envelopes to do whatever grade level you are going to be doing. You can use it with any word study that you plan to be doing with the kids. It's a game for word study. So this is a game for 4 players. It was adapted for Trivial Pursuit. I'm going to show you what the board looks like first. This is going to be done in 2 videos. I'm going to explain it in this video, and then the next video, when my family is here, we're going to play the game, and so you can actually see it. I apologize, this is the best way that I can videotape it. So this is the poster board, the game that you make. You can see it that way. What you do is, the materials that you need are a poster board, construction paper in 4 different colors, 4 envelopes, a die or spinner, and game piece markers. To construct the game board, you glue 1.5-inch squares to construction paper in 4 colors onto the poster board. This is the time-consuming part. Alternating colors and making a trial from start to finish around the outside edge of the game board. Write words from a unit of study on cards, cut from the same colors, from the same 4 colors, and store them in the envelopes marked by the corresponding colors. Now, I was unable to have my words printed on the actual color, so I had to adapt it a little bit. So basically what I have for my word study is these are vowels. So we've got A, E, I, and O. And they're pretty much going to go where the envelopes are marked by color on the game board. So here's where yellow goes, here's where red goes, here's where blue goes, and here's where green goes. So I'm going to read the directions. It's a little hard to follow because there are a lot of direction steps for it. I did this based on a 1st grade, maybe 2nd grade game because there's a lot of steps that you have to do to it. So I just made sure that my word study was something that I would be able to use in class that I was going to teach. So the procedures are, the player determines the order of play by spinning or tossing the die. I chose the die. The winner chooses the color and goes first. Each player in turn selects a color. Each player takes the packet of word cards corresponding to his or her color and calls one of these words out when another player lands on that color. So let's say I chose red. So anytime one of the other 3 players landed on red, I would pull out one of my word cards and I would ask them, I would say the word to them, vase, and they would have to spell it. If they spell it correctly, then you put it down on where the red square is. A student landing on a space already occupied by another card must sort by pattern as well. Placing a word that sounds alike and looks alike on top of the word or to the side if it sounds alike but does not look the same. Players who misspell the word must go back 1 square and try a word from that color, provided it is not their own color, in which case they move back 2 squares if it's their own color. If players are unable to spell that word, they remain where they are and lose one turn. If players are unable to sort the words properly, they must move back one space. If it is not their color, if so, they move back 2 spaces, but do not lose a turn. The first player to get to the finish square is the winner and will be referee the next time. Variations that can be done with this, you can always make up new cards. That's the easy part. So basically, you pick a color, you have your color of words in front of you. Everybody has their words. If somebody lands on your color, you give them a word, you pull it out and look at the word. You don't show them the word. You say and they have to spell and. A-N-D. If they do, then it's the next person's turn. This is really kind of a complicated game, but I think that it would work well once students got the hang of how to play it. In the next video, I will be showing how we actually play the game. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it a little bit better. There's a word study which you use, which I've done the vowels. But what I also did was in each one, like in the A words here, we have long and short. So when somebody lands on my card again, and I say, spell the word, for instance, this one is take. They spell T-A-K-E. They get to put it down on the envelope part of the game here. And what they're going to do is they're going to look at the ones that's already put down on the table, which is vase. Now, the ace is a long vowel. Then you have take. Is take a long vowel? Yes, it is. So both of those go on top of each other as a pattern. If you were to get one of the words that is a short vowel, like van, the you're going to put that one next to it because it doesn't fall in the same pattern. So anyways, it seems like it's going to be a fun game. We're going to play it in a little bit, so I will make a videotape of it and you guys can see if you like it or not. Thanks.